Ladies and gentlemen, it is that time again to talk about Team Rumble. Yes, but I'm actually doing something a little different, as the title is not clickbait. It has officially been over a year since Team Rumble got ruined. Back June 8th, 2021, at the very beginning of Chapter 2 Season 7, after the first 10 hours of the season, Epic Games decided to change the game mode forever to make it into the shitstorm that it is today. Probably what I would honestly say, and I think a lot of people could probably say as well, one of the most unplayable game modes in Fortnite. And I'm here to actually do a full retrospective today because it's been a really bad ride. I'm gonna be honest with you here. And for people who are wondering, are you gonna talk about the new season of Team Rumble? Because obviously I'm not gonna be doing one this time. I'm sorry. I am actually refusing myself to actually make one this time because they didn't really do anything. The only thing that they actually decided to remove was one of the new features, which is reality seeds. They basically give off loot and just, yeah, for some reason they got rid of them, which I generally don't understand why, but hey, I'm not going to question it because it's Epic Games, because they do crappy stuff to Team Rumble. So, let's talk about this, because, man, I can't believe it's been over a year, and people were hating on me. Back in 2021, early 2021, when I made a video talking about why Team Rumble sucks, and I was saying that the game mode was going to be getting into a worse state, and I have a feeling it was going to. And now look at you all. Do you look stupid, whoever did that in the comment section of that video? Do you feel dumb for saying that? I'm not trying to be toxic when I say that, but I'm just being honest here. You kind of played yourself there, I'm being honest. But Team Rumble has just been in such a terrible state. I think everybody can agree with me on that, and there really hasn't been that many good things about it. Like, for example, the only two big things which I can honestly say which were actually pretty good about it, technically three, is you spawning in with weapons, skill-based matchmaking not being in the game mode, and also you doing challenges, which I am totally for those. But for like a lot of the other stuff, it's just become just not good, I guess is the way to put it. So I wanted to list off some of my biggest problems with Team Rumble, just in general, and just overall the amount of crap that they've done to this game mode. Just overall, what are my biggest problems with Team Rumble during this past year? So, well, let's begin with the first one here is the removal of basic features, or in this case, seasonal features, like, for example, NPCs and llamas. NPCs were removed from Team Rumble because of Chapter 2 Season 8, with them offering challenges. Made total sense, honestly. I was really mad about that still. Like, I still would not understand why they removed them. But nowadays, I don't know why they're not even back in Team Rumble. Is it because they give off exotic weapons or some other crap? Like, I generally do not understand why they are still not in Team Rumble to this very day. And then the other one is llamas, and I've actually come to a conclusion with llamas here, as llamas have been removed since Chapter 2 Season 8, and I believe it was because of the mats. But it also brings that problem up here, and that is most of the game you're basically just looting. Is that just me or what? But looting takes up so much time in the game mode. Like, I'm not kidding. It doesn't even get actually like original Team Rumble. It doesn't even feel like original Team Rumble until the last third of the game, which is not good. And I feel like the reason why they got rid of llamas was because of all the massive build structures that are in the map. Back in the day, there used to be giant build structures that were just a mountain, basically, of walls and, you know, stairs. And they changed this up back in Chapter 2 Season 7 to try and fix this. But it really didn't fix it. It actually made the game mode much worse in that regard, because it takes a lot more time to loot up now, which is really bad in my opinion. And I do think they should bring back llamas. Like, there's no reason for them to destroy the game mode by removing basic features. And not only that, they've done this multiple times with other things as well, like vehicles, but the biggest one I can actually say here is animals. They have removed animals, brought them back, removed them again, brought them back, removed them again, and then brought them back. Like, they're just jumping back and forth with this, and it's every single season since Chapter 2 Season 8, they have removed them and then brought them back. And I'm really glad that they're staying in the game mode, which I hope to God they do, because what they did with animals this season was absolutely amazing. But I digress. Let's move on to my next issue, and that is the loot pool. The loot pool has been garbage in Team Rumble for such a long time. And I think a lot of people could probably agree with me on this one, because they have added common and uncommon weapons into the loot pool, making it even more saturated to not find good guns. But they actually kind of fixed this back in the day by having blue and better weapons in the loot pool, meaning it was actually easier to actually have, you know, at least a fighting chance against people who have gold guns. You can have a purple or blue one, which is still pretty good, and it makes it fair, you know? With this change, it was so terrible that it's really difficult to even find good guns. I don't know. It's really bad, in my opinion, that they decided to change up the loot pool in this regard. And it doesn't make it better because of Chapter 3 without having any of the classic weapons like the Scar, for example, not being in Team Rumble or just in the game in general anymore, which is still really strange to me why they removed that. I really don't know why. But let's move on to my next issue here, and that is the player count. Oh my god, yeah. The player count since Chapter 2 Season 4 was 16 v 16, which was absolutely terrible. A lot of people have been complaining about the entire situation when it comes to just this alone, because the player count is horrible in this game mode. And because of this, they actually made it so that the game mode feels slower to actually go into lobbies. Basically, it takes a lot more time for you to get into a lobby because of how many people are actually in here, which is absolutely atrocious. Back when it was 20 players per team, it was actually really quick to get into lobbies. Nowadays, it takes around 1 to 5 minutes to actually find a single lobby of Team Rumble, which I do not understand. And people are going to say, oh, it's probably your internet. But guess what? I can confirm that it is the servers that are doing this. Because of how paltry the player number count is, they even decided to remove the player count itself from Team Rumble because of the backlash that they got from Team Rumble, because of all the backlash that they got from the community. It has become such a bad problem, and I don't understand why they are still doubling down on this. There actually is a way for you to actually see the player count, by the way, and that's by going to the map, but it only shows the amount of people are on in the server. It doesn't actually show the player count between each team, which was such a terrible idea, and I don't understand why they are still doubling down on this, because this doesn't help their case. It makes them look worse. Now, another problem which I actually have with Team Rumble is challenges. Oh dear god. Yeah, challenges, as I've said, is a positive, which I'm really happy that you can get done challenges. But the biggest negative with challenges being in Team Rumble is that the player count gets lower and lower. Basically, there's no repercussions for leaving Team Rumble. And I actually have a solution to this. And that is to have the prompt when you get done a challenge, it shows you getting it done, which is good. But the XP does not get granted to you until the end of the game. Now, this would fix the problem with the player count, but also with just people leaving Team Rumble in general. This would be a great change, and I'm so shocked that they have not done this still, because it has not done shit. The game still feels terrible to play, especially for Team Rumble at the very least. That's all I'm talking about here. And it just is so bad that games last season were really unplayable because of how many challenges they were actually giving out, because they were doing 2 weekly quests, a set of quests per season, per week last season. And it was so terrible that every game was ending in the countdown timer, and there was less than 10 people per game. I do not understand why they went forward with this. This is the exact problem here, Epic. Can you please fix Team Rumble in general, because it needs help. It's been over a year and almost nothing has happened to it. It's actually gotten more worse as time progressed. And with this being said, I would love to know in the comment section, do you think Team Rumble should be removed? I honestly am going to say that, because I think it needs to at this point. It has no purpose to be in the game. And here's the thing. If you think Team Rumble is good in its current state, please give me an actual explanation to why you think it's good, other than the fact that there's no skill-based matchmaking in there, and also you can complete challenges. Give me an actual freaking reason to why you think it's good. But anyways, thank you all for watching this video, and if you did happen to enjoy it, it'd be greatly appreciated if you do subscribe to the channel and turn notification bell so we don't miss any more videos from me, and obviously don't forget to drop a link in the video only if you enjoyed the video. Yeah, Team Rumble just overall has been ruined for an entire year, and I'm really hoping that this video gets a lot of attraction, because I'm just wanting better for the game mode, because It's just been in a bad state. But anyways, thank you all for watching, and peace out, everyone.
Never gonna wanna leave now.